commentary. I'm the Wolf Craze, and joining me is Rad Bingham and our little monster, Raptor Claw. Tonight we have a North American Firewall League match between Good Choice and Chronic Master Gators. It has been a journey to get here tonight.
It's a bit unusual. It's a little bit unusual. Rapid's throwing me off really bad. All I can see is Wolf. Although I'm not complaining, Wolf, but I can't see the desk and I can't see anything else, so it's just throwing me off really bad, Raptor. Anyway. Okay.
Just stop screen share and then start it back up again. That should fix it for him. If not, then it's on his end. But we are going to we at least have one perspective tonight at minimum that we're aware of. It could change, so bear with us as we try to work to get you two perspectives this evening. But yeah, we have a week 8 match. Week 8, really?
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Time's flying, man.
It is.
What are things looking like?
I mean, so far, it's very, very like hidden shit, you know, because right now you got Good Choice, who's actually in first place right now, going up against Chronic Master Gators, the B squad, who's actually in 5th place right now. Good Choice has 70 points. Master Gators has they have 39 points, but you can't go by points right just yet. As far as the week 7 standings, I mean, you had Good Choice, who got to play in Mwamrota. I can't ever pronounce it, but they won 12-0. So that adds up a lot of points. And then you had Master Gators, who ended up playing Razzle Dazzle. It was like 4-8, and they won that one. So far, for all 8 weeks, you've got Good Choice winning 7 out of the 7 matches. And I mean, really big wins, too. Top Gun, 9-3. That was a win. Super Sweet Potatoes, 10-2. Murder Kittens, 8-4. We saw them play last night. They murdered last night. Sweet Potatoes, 9-3, by the way. Really awesome match. They played the Lycans, 11-1. They played Family Style, 10-2. Master Gators A, 10-2. All of these are wins. All of them were big, big numbers. It's no reason why they're up in the like 70-point range. But I'm covering Master Gators tonight, and I'm looking at the bright side of things. Right now, I mean, there was they have not played Stepdaddies. They were supposed to. I think that's been delayed. So no points there yet. So whatever they would have gotten through that. On week 5, they had the week off, right? Good Choice hasn't had a week off yet. So there's basically 2 matches right there that are not equaling out with the points up against Good Choice. So as far as Master Gators being in 5th place right now, I think it's more disguising. Currently 4 wins, 1 loss for the season, 1 more to be determined, and then tonight. So I got a lot of high hopes for them.
You know, you make a good point. Good Choice is up there with 70 points. Okay, Murder Kittens have 57. First of all, between the first 2 spots, there's a pretty big point discrepancy. Okay, of 13 points. To me, that's pretty steep. So Good Choice going into postseason playoffs is almost a sure thing. But where Master Gators B sits is only technically 1 point behind the 3 and 4 spot, who are both sitting at 40 points. That's Looney Tunes and MJG Cafe. So they're really not that far behind in the top 5 for the top 5. And the fact that you said that they haven't played 1 match that's been postponed, 2 matches.
Well, they had a week
theoretically
off, and Good Choice hasn't had that yet.
Right.
So Good Choice would be 1 match ahead. So no matter what, Good Choice would be ahead in points, no matter what.
But even minus that, like, so if they played that 1 game that has been rescheduled, they would effectively, arguably, if they at least won 2, be ahead of the 3-4 spot right now.
Yes.
So they're not in bad standings. It looks like they're in bad standings because 5th place doesn't look good, but it doesn't mean that they're in bad standings. Now, they still have to be careful of Top Gun, who was going to play tonight, but that game has been postponed. They are sitting in 6th with 38 points. So they're right on the tails of Chronic Master Gators. And then you have 7th and 8th with 35 and 32 respectively. So there's right in the middle of the pack, there's a small point discrepancy. So Chronic Master Gators really has to come out on top with a lot of points in this particular match and the postponed match if they want to solidify their 1 to 5 position. But they're looking good, and I don't really have to say much about Good Choice because, well, if you've been cheering for them, they have been a good choice this season.
Yeah, it really has.
I mean, they are a powerhouse. I was really looking at Murder Kittens this season,
really
with
good.
high hopes, and they've been doing really well.
Mm-hmm.
I was also kind of pulling for Lycan's Elite a little bit this season, but they're sitting a little bit lower at the bottom of the pack. But
they're having a tougher time. Yeah,
you never know what could happen. But that being said, why don't we check out the rosters, and we'll start with Good Choice and head on over to the Red Desk.
Investigators. I don't know why I did
that. So, Good Choice. We have Savage 49er, Hugo VR, which hopefully we can get his perspective this evening. Hugo, if you can't get it up, that's okay, bud. It's not a big deal. We at least have one perspective. Rudy Boy, Gonzalez, AA, King Cole. Shout out to that dude. He's a beast. Quick 5150, Fox, Delta Charlie, and Wackand, also known as Nick, as we like to call him. So we'll see what the lineup is. I do have Joe's stream up. So we have Savage, Gonzalez, and Rudy Boy and Hugo. That's who's playing tonight. Let's go over to the green desk. Check out Chronic Master Gators.
Over on the future winning side, you have Chronic Master Gators B. On that roster, you've got Joe Magic Ninja. That's our boy who's going to be streaming tonight, so we're watching him. Thank you again. Big shout out to Joe Magic for making this stream happen and this entire show, by the way, so far. Hugo, love you, buddy. PSI Lizard is on that squad. Santa Margarita 69. Wet Joystick. Lucky bitch to get that name. Viking Storm. Heats 14, End Zoner, MMXIXIXIXI. That's our boy who actually came out with a Firewall song. You gotta go to his YouTube channel. It was really badass. Moving on, Everyday 420, 24/7, absolutely, and Lionsy 311. Now, my 4 players who are actually going to be making all this happen tonight with their win is going to be Joe Magic, End Zone, Keeks, and Lionsy. That's a scary squad.
Scary squad. They got a lot of good players on that team for sure. Looks like we're going to be heading to District first. I don't know if this is going to be a network test or not. But speaking of maps, since we got 12 rounds this evening, what do you think we're going to see? What, and more interestingly, what maps do you think are going to be repeated?
I think District is always going to be the choice that's going to get repeated. This seems to be the go-to map and the safe map if you're going to get your points in and really testing the waters. You get a really good idea about how these squads run together. Do they run 4? Do they run 2-on-2? Do they scatter? So there's a lot of different ways to look at it. But I think District is going to be the one that they're going to choose twice tonight. I could be wrong. As far as scores, like I said, I'm covering Master Gators. I truly think that they've got a good shot at winning this tonight. I think it's going to be a tight score, though, going up against Good Choice. So I'm looking at more like a 7-5 Master Gators. Hugo is live. We are going to get 2 streams, folks. I was also, while we're setting him up, Hugo, Master Gators just on week 7, they got to play Razzle Dazzle. They won that game 8-4. They did not get to play Stepdaddies. They had the week 5 off. They played MJG with a win, and they're doing damn good right now too. They won that 7-5. Looney Tunes, they lost to Looney Tunes 7-5. And on week 2, they had, where the hell am I? Okay, yeah, week 2, they played their brothers, Master Gators A, and they won that 9-3. That's actually one of the top. That's one of the biggest wins they've had up against Reda, whatever the hell. That was a 10-2 win. But I think that as far as the points, that's where it really shows on these wins and losses from each week. Good Choice has just, as you said, been a powerhouse, getting these really big numbers, not taking a week off, not postponing any games. They're going to be the first one that's going to be on the top of the charts.
Yeah, their least scoring game was a 9.
Yeah,
I think. Oh no, an 8. My apologies. An 8, which was in week 4. From week 1 to present, their scores have been 10, 10, 11, 8, 10, 9, 12. Damn.
they got a 12 in there.
They got a 12 in there. They got a full game sweep. I love Chronic Master Gators, but I am on the side of Good Choice, and maybe that's luck. But with scores like that, it's hard to argue that Chronic Master Gators could come out victorious. Now,
Wash your mouth out. Wash it.
I'm going to give credit to the squad tonight, because I always tout Joe Magic Ninja as being, as his name implies, a magician, man. That dude can play, and he can make some moves. You got Lionsy on that roster, too. I mean, those two alone is going to be insane. So maybe they could make something happen tonight. But Good Choice. Whew. Talk about a tall order.
Yeah, dude. I was really looking forward to this game tonight. Good Choice being in first place, but Master Gators with that lineup, dude. And again, I've seen some Joe Magic play. We all have gotten a little piece of Lionsy, or wanted a piece of Lionsy. Those two cats right there are just one to reckon with. But then let's throw some end zone in there. Let's also throw some Keeks in there. It's like, holy shit. Tonight's going to be the night, dude. Firewall night. Love it.
It's crazy. Big shout out to everybody in chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry we started a little bit late. We didn't have an introduction or anything. We just went live. So if you missed it, don't worry. This will be saved as they always are. Big shout out to BB and NCS, who was here earlier. Cinderella Frankie, Karen. Who else we got here? Rabid, Daffy Duck, Titch, and Chuckmiss, of course, hanging out with us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Frankie, I don't know if I already said your name, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. Smile. I don't smile, Karen. I'm a miserable old see you next Tuesday. Here we are in districts. Gunfire already within the first 30 seconds of the round.
I'm the one that had concussions.
Yeah, Lactic, go over there.
Go drop them on the left, Lactive. In case they come through that door, but they're probably going to hit round on the right of us.
Looks like a couple of people are experiencing some lag. Maybe just one person is.
I've got a motion. They're not up top yet now.
I believe it's Gonzalez.
Start this again?
Yeah, we already lost time.
Can we kill ourselves? We already shot at each other, though. I think after bullets are fired, I don't know if we can kill ourselves.
We shot at them.
Sounds like early excuses to me.
Nobody's been hit, though.
No.
One down, 3 remaining.
Okay, we're gonna see how this turns out.
Down, 2 remaining.
It looks like.
So what we're gonna do?
Sorry, it's End Zone Junior.
Pathetic display
Just
of
fucking
teamwork.
dumb.
I'm just not getting caught up.
Contract revoked.
Gonzalez needs to host then, or what? Because who's our other host?
We are gonna find out.
So you host?
We're gonna find out. I know that admin is watching, so we're gonna see what the cutoff is. There's gonna be some conversation, but Gonzalez was experiencing some issue with potential lag, so they're gonna look to restart it. Whether or not they're capable of doing it, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that must make you. I don't know. Do they count that? Do they not? I mean,
All right, they're having some fun with it. That's what's important.
I know my friends that I run with. They're a bunch of assholes. We would have counted that one for sure. Yeah, fellas, that's one for sure.
But thank you for the free one. Appreciate you guys.
Prediction 11 to 1 tonight now so far. Just playing.
Ravi, what's going on, man?
All right, wow.
So they're going to try it again. They're going to go back to district, and let's see what happens. Fortunately, hey, this is the upside to streaming, guys. Okay, whether we're casting or not, if you are playing in a league match, stream so that we can see and hear the conversations happening in real time. And if there's ever an issue or a quarrel as to whether or not something fishy may have been going on, there's evidence to support it. It's more so for your safety. But it sounds like everybody's okay with restarting, so we're going to be going back to that one.
Yeah, you don't actually just stream just to find out if there was a glitch or if there was a questionable jammer or things like that. There's other reasons, but again, big shout out to Mr. Magic for giving us the stream tonight. There was a little bit of talk on putting in a delay, which really messes with us. We're a live show. So we want to do this live. We're watching these things very closely, watching their comments, our comments. So their admin. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of wheels in motion right now. So, but super excited.
Yeah, Revy, he wasn't really sacked, but the dude does need a break. So he had a lot of streams going on in a row. Been there, done that. Everybody deserves a break, especially since he creates the sets and stuff, and we've got more on the plate. By the way, there is going to be a team talk in the near future. If you guys are not already aware of it, it is coming up. There will be a formal announcement, but there is also a poster that went out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that poster. I made it within probably 5 minutes. So yeah, it's going to be a team talk, Titch's team talk with Razzle Dazzle. It's going to be an exciting one. If you haven't watched the other ones, please consider doing so. We do have a whole section, a whole collection on our Twitch channel and over on our YouTube channel devoted to these team talks. It's a really good way to get to know the players and get to know how the teams got together in the first place. And it kind of gives you some insight to, professional gameplay. What are the people thinking when they're playing? What are their feelings? Like, what has their roster been through, and how do you adapt to that? It's really fun stuff. And if you have questions, please send them to us in our Discord or on Facebook or however you want to contact us via our socials, and we can ask them live, of course. But be sure to be there, and you highlight the messages with your mic points. You can ask them live there and hear it in real time.
I just wanted to know if there was like a unanimous vote for Razzle Dazzle Tampazzle. Or if there was a little bit of deep discussion on that one. That's my personal question. I'm going to be there. It's going to be Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern, like you said. But I'm definitely going to get my question and see if I can get an answer.
As a secondary question to that, who came up with the logo?
Yeah,
that beautiful bedazzled microphone, we're going to call it.
Is that a microphone?
Yes, for a different kind of mouth. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was a hot dog. It's something. It's definitely something tubular. It's so tubular, bro.
Dude.
Bro.
Scaffolding, all of them, 3, 1.
Here we are again in district. Let's see if we can get a little serious one in.
So it seems like there's no issue at the moment. Hopefully that reset has aided Gonzalez in fixing the lag.
Firewall down. Laptop coordinates are live to devices. Go time.
Both teams using Eagle Eye. Good choice. 4 minutes left. Plenty of time.
So laptop is jammed. Okay, one on the market.
I was just straight up, just tampon.
What's up, Momo?
Hello, Gonzalez. Hello, ma'am. Hello, Gonzalez.
Shots fired into the parking lot. Grenades go out. Crossfire across the street. Nice hit, Hugo. Getting elimination on Lionsy. A bit of relief there, but Hugo getting tagged just a little bit in the alley.
Yeah. There is only but be careful. Be careful, Savage. No, Savage, stay out. Move.
Delay.
Move from there. Okay, come on. Let's go to.
Yeah, major delay on Joe.
Okay, listen. Let's go to the.
I've ran out of devices over here.
Okay, now he's moving back.
I should probably bring my laptop down during these.
Come on.
Now that I got a good one.
Yep. all the way to your right now. They're all coming down on the right.
Oh,
All
there's
of
so
them in that
much
alleyway on the
excitement
right.
in these comms.
Yeah, get up there, Enzo.
I'm trying, brother.
Good choice moving
Back off
as a
that, yeah,
unit.
squad.
Savage taking point. Oh, a couple of peeks there to try to draw gunfire. Not finding any. Now they're pushing towards the alley. Joe laying down some suppressive fire, drawing their attention away from his teammates.
Where is that?
There's plenty of coverage behind that cinder block wall. Shit, I can't talk tonight.
Okay. Listen. Let's take over the laptop. Let's take over the laptop. No, I don't know. I don't know, but let's take
Joe
over the laptop.
taking some shots there, but with really good coverage. Seeing concussions go off, it's beautiful.
Okay. Come on.
There should be more mines, so watch out.
I got a motion on your far left, Rudy.
Okay, I need someone outside.
DMG finally on top of the laptop.
I don't see
You gotta hook it.
Okay.
Down this
Okay,
right here in the south spot.
two on the. Listen, all three right here. All three right here.
Okay.
20.
Okay, the jammer is right here.
Yeah, kind of identify where the
Here's the
jammer is.
laptop.
We need to move.
Manually activated so I can start the hack.
I need someone with me. I need someone
It
with
looks
me.
like Joe's actually ahead of me.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna throw my grenades and they're gonna move and you guys gonna shoot the. You guys,
They're gonna take the
you
back
guys
alley,
gonna
get
shoot-
grenades
you guys
up
gonna
over
shoot
this
the jammer.
building, see if they can hit anything. They're able to get
1 minute remaining.
down.
No.
Hugo also getting elimination there.
Hack is live. Data
Savage,
transfer
Savage.
initiated. I'm picking up hostiles moving to your location. Let's see what you're made of.
Oh, and Joe going down by Hugo.
Data transfer complete.
But I got one.
Now that's
There
what
it
I call
is. Chronic
teamwork.
Massacre is losing that
Stay
round. A
quiet.
good choice.
Transferring contract payments to accounts as we speak.
Yeah, dude, they're still playing on my side. Joe just went down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like horrible delay.
Maybe you got the 30-second delay.
I feel like
No,
I'm
no.
being penalized here.
Wish it could be that specific, huh? What's up, Maverick? How you doing, man? Hey, Karen, thank you so much for the 100. Thank you, Titch. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you for those. What do you call those? Party horns?
Oh yeah, look at that. Thanks, Karen.
Appreciate those party horns. I think our pop would really appreciate that. So right now, good choice with the lead, 1 point. Game 1 and a game to 12. So it's going to be a long evening. Sit back, grab your snacks, and relax because we're going to be here for a little while. A little bit of a good trade there, not going to lie. Seemed fairly even. Unfortunately, Chronic Massacres lost one early on. Lionsy went down trying to cross the parking lot. Nice shots by Hugo, getting that elimination early on, giving them player advantage, making the push a little bit easier, but that's never an easy spot to defend if you think about it. I mean, I don't mind the parking lot spot, but if you're looking for a good jammer location, that is not the spawn you want.
Yeah, Hugo had 3 kills. Savage had 1 kill. Because it's on Twitch, this thing's all screwed up. So I really can't see the scores on Master Gators. Yeah, that sucked, and it was really laggy behind. I need to figure out another way. And
Well,
I'm still not seeing the desk. I'm only seeing you. So
Oh, that's bizarre.
yeah, this is an interesting night. I know I should have drank tonight.
This is unfortunate for you, Rad. Well, it looks like Hugo had 3 eliminations on the team, so he was definitely a good carry that time around. And they also got the ace, so no one died on good choice. So if you guys are subscribed, or if you have enough mic points, you can get the ace card and pop it up in chat, because we always love giving credit where credit is due.
Also says a lot about good choice. I wanted to point out a couple things about good choice. First of all, they just took over Chronic Master Gators defense on District. Man, that says a lot. To lose on a defense game in a tournament, you're going to be playing catch up. That Good Choice was able to take over on that map really says it's like a testimony to how well they play. And also, as far as this season has gone, nobody has gotten more points against Good Choice except for Murder Kittens at 4. Everybody else is between 2 points, 3 points, so they don't really give up a whole lot. So when you can find those cracks, you got to take advantage of them. So we're playing catch up already, but who knows?
How you doing, Babs? Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. We are back on District.
I'm gonna put an ammo bag in front of it.
Good choice with what I would argue of the two defensive spawns, the more preferred one. And he's setting up ammo bags next to the jammer. That's very clever. Some extra protection.
Maverick getting a comment in. Good Choice is a small military branch, and he also feels that Hugo leading, they're going to win the whole thing tonight. It's a good prediction.
I'm right here by you. Don't waste a nade. You're gonna tell me exactly where it is.
No, bro. No, you need to stand here and do it. You need to get behind the blue fence.
No.
Behind the blue box. That's where the jam is. Behind the blue box next to the ammo pack. Don't stand there, Joe. You're gonna get lit off. Yeah, but then you're gonna get shot from the stairs, bro.
Oh
So it's
man,
gonna be impossible.
Joe lit up a little bit there.
I do.
If somebody's fast enough, they can get an impact from here to there. Put support fire on.
I don't. I don't.
Listen, put some support fire on this sniper alley.
If I were them, I'd try to take a different route. At least maybe have Lionsy draw the fire. I mean, trying to breach up into this back area is never easy.
I'm down.
Ultimately, I think they're trying to get to the jammer nice and early. They get it down. Joe with a nice one. End zone also going down, but good revive. And they have all survived that encounter. What a maneuver.
He ran down, Joe, towards you.
Don't know if it was successful. Trying to get that jammer. Perhaps Lionsy was able to get up there and snag the jammer. Let's see when they get to the laptop if they were successful. No, they were not.
Okay, it's okay. Okay. We gotta figure out what's going on. Maybe move around a little bit.
Okay, I'm not ready.
Risky. Didn't get anything from it,
Anybody else got
but
ready?
I did.
intimidating nonetheless.
Just wasting him.
Get the frag, if not, we'll try to take red.
I don't know where the.
Still struggling a little bit on my end on the streams. It does seem like there's a little bit more of a delay from Magic's side, but they're doing great.
Yo, eagle eye, look, go.
At least 30 seconds ago they were, that I know of.
Wow, what was that, bro?
Right side.
Oh no, bro.
Oh, and Joe getting shot from the right. Lionsy getting the manual revive. Now they have to retreat from there.
Joe
Nice
Matt.
shots by Hugo, shooting from the end of the street.
Where from?
Ah, Joe goes down a second time.
End of the street, this way. The
Hugo
Stay there. Stay
being a
there.
thorn in
Stay
their
there.
side right now.
He's being a real big butthole right now.
Okay,
Really got to
Savage,
take
going for
Not a
ammo.
Hugo out.
Joe's on his last
Stay
five.
there.
Yeah, I mean it's you know, definitely a one of those dirty ones though. What is it? The dirty Sanchez? No, that's not it. Yeah, I don't.
Stay there.
Yeah, the Sanchez. You know about that?
I don't know it intimately. Oh, nice shots by Joe. Grenades going out, getting it down there, and an elimination. Here we go. Chronic Mastigators making some moves. Oh, and Joe's got to be very careful as he tries to keep peeking. Oh, and he's been eliminated by a couple of grenades there. Good effort on his part. Really getting credit for that one. And he was also able to get, Hugo was able to get another elimination.
Stay together.
Lionsy, the
Watching
last
her back
member
alley. Don't worry
alive.
about that. Don't worry about that. I got that.
Yeah, just Rudy and Hugo's name just being brought up over and over and over again on these kills, eliminations, downs.
He lit.
And 1v3, Lionsy doesn't have much to work with here.
Yeah, but it's Lionsy. So
It is.
you know that guy's done some little Joe magical things himself.
But he couldn't pull off that magic tonight. Hugo getting the final elimination, and I don't want to say carrying his team once again, but definitely dominant.
Fighting over that.
Getting another win here on District. Definitely good choices map. If I were Chronic Mastigators, I would not come back to District. I just wouldn't. Okay, I gotta catch up on chat here.
Yeah, same here. I'm actually gonna get rid of Joe's
man.
Crazy late stream, and I'm gonna tune into the show, see if I can see some comments.
So far, great game. I agree with you, Bugs. 100%, very intense.
Yeah. No, it's a really good show so far, but I mean, I was really upset about that first match. My boys getting taken over on that one. On the second match, to me that's a predicted match. It should be a back and forth if it's a tied up team, you know. So the defense should be like the hardest damn thing to get over. So I don't know, man. I do think that maybe Master Gators just need to stretch their legs a little bit and they'll take over the rest of them. We have seen other squads go up against Good Choice, get higher points. They probably had rough starts too. So
absolutely,
I got a lot of confidence in these guys. They're going to do great. And
it's not like Chronic Massacres didn't have moves there. They did really good with that push down sniper alley trying to get to the jammer. Unfortunately, they were unsuccessful ultimately in the end, but it was still a good maneuver that Good Choice couldn't really defend too well against, because we don't usually see that. Usually it's grenades lobbed from inside the marketplace. This was a little bit different. A lot of heavy gunfire down Sniper Alley, and they almost had it. So maybe that tactic could be successful in the future. We'll have to wait and see. Cinderella says, I need to be taught how to cheat better. Either that or just stick to dad jokes. I'll stick to the dad jokes, but I've never cheated before in my life. I got some more planned for you guys.
What's the Fruit Loop joke?
Oh.
No?
Lindsay sounds super tired. Karen, thank you for for 100 diamonds this time. Thank you so much. It's like 3:30 there. I bet, dude. Hugh, I'd like to see Hugo go up against Frosty if Frosty came back. Frosty was probably like one of the sickest shooters in this game, from my memory. Watching him play was just incredible. He could just tag someone all the way from one end of district to the other and almost get it down immediately. Like his aim was with such precision.
But he's gone now.
Yeah, I haven't, unless he's under an alias, I haven't seen the guy in a long time. So let's see, what else you guys got?
I guess we can call him a cheater now.
Seemed the good ideas here. What's up, man?
What's going on, Seam?
Oh, it was about my aces? Oh, I got you. Okay, that makes more sense now. Yeah, no, I'm actually pretty decent at poker.
Ooh.
Let's see what else we got.
My ass is too tight for poker. I'll put $20 in, but as soon as that's gone, I'm done. And if I double that 20, I'm already out after that. So I'm not the one to go gambling with.
You'd like to see that as well, Frosty and Hugo. Yeah, Maverick. I'd love to see that. Those two they're just awesome. No other words. On the Mount Rushmore of Firewall, I mean. Yeah. Frosty was for sure someone to remember in league play. He ended up changing his name to Frisbee. I don't understand that, but hey, to each their own. And then I haven't seen him play since the last league that he was in, which, gosh, we're in season 5 now. He only played 2 seasons of NAFWL, maybe 3. I can remember, but yeah. So
back in.
He's been out for a while.
Starting off in Embassy.
This, when I had asked you what map we would see repeated, this is the map that came to mind. I have a feeling that we're going to see Embassy again. If this is Chronic Mastigator's choice, then Good Choice is most likely going to pick this, or at least in my gut, that's what I think.
Yeah, Embassy, Hotel, District, those are all potentials. I love Embassy. I think you can get a really good defense in Embassy. A lot of different situations. So.
Watch your back. Up in this corner. Look.
Good choice with a lot of confidence here. Not getting the objective first.
Let's go.
instead, trying to draw the gunfire.
Watch your back. Watch your back. Yeah. I hear him below. I hear him below. One on the stairs. One on the stairs.
Cart, yeah.
No.
The cart and the stairs.
Nice grenades out there by Hugo.
Yeah, good exchange of fire right there, but really no damage done. Oh, wow.
Keeps getting it down. Hugo Gonzalez there for the revive.
Ooh, ooh. He's got to be a little happy about
Oh,
that.
here we go. Savage downing Keeks. Gonzalez goes down. And is eliminated. Rudy goes down. Savage eliminated now. And it looks like Chronic Mastigators getting a win here.
Look at that.
Getting up on the board. Embassy is their map. Ladies and gentlemen, do not count them out yet. District was only the beginning.
Yeah, like I said, man, they just needed to stretch their legs a little bit. You know, get this whole good choice out of their head. Like it's a bad choice, baby. It's wrong. 2-1 game. That's awfully tight, man. That's awfully tight. So I love it. I think it's going to be great.
Their positioning was so aggressive. Like it was just utterly aggressive. You know, there's not a lot of good visual. Like even an ace on that one. Look at that. Beautiful. Chronic Mastigators getting an ace. Throw the cards up, ladies and gentlemen. Give them credit where credit's due. But what I liked is that you know how that hall has like there's no camera there, so you can't really provide intel from camera perspective. So they're set up right there next to the car, which makes complete sense. At least one person is drawing gunfire, preventing forward movement. But as that movement starts progressing forward, they were around the corner from the balcony and just lit everybody up. I mean, as good choice, I'm sure they were aware to peek and, you know, pay attention to that area, but that close, that exposed, yeah, I give it to Chronic Mastigators.
I do too. And not to knock good choice. I'm no one to tell them that what they did was wrong. I think sticking together as a squad is always a good decision. Me personally, on Embassy, though, I personally like to split up on this one, a 2-2. You can have two guys at the end of the hall where they all came from, where the major shootout was. Two guys down there, two guys trying to work another angle. Find out where the other players are. If you've got a fire show going on in like that long hallway, you know of at least two players. Where's the other two? Right. And maybe strategize that way. Now, if you've got a good defense, you're covering that long hall, you're covering all the stairs, you pretty much know you're going to get contact. It's a one-man show at that point up against a squad, but you'll have a good idea, relocate, readjust. But all four going down the long hallway on good choice, a lot of exposure. They were able to take multiple shots at multiple angles because of that push. And that's why I say I think I would have split it up.
Yeah, not gathering intel first. Like you had said, they confirmed one person at the end of the hall, but were unaware of where the rest of the team was. Utilize your motion sensors. Maybe use Eagle Eye. I know a lot of people don't use Eagle Eye here on Embassy, but in situations like this, maybe it was worth it. But they just came off of two consecutive wins, one of them being an ace. So they have confidence in their shooting, and they probably were a little overly confident, or maybe this was all part of their plan. Maybe they're like, well, we're not very good on Embassy on attack with this particular spawn, so let's just go ham on it. And the next round, we got defense. So let's just take the loss here and get the win on defense. Who knows? I don't know. Everybody's strategy is a little bit different. And taking a loss here doesn't really affect their standings at all, does it?
No, not really. And honestly, like if Good Choice didn't do their homework on Mastigators, the numbers are disguising, as what we said earlier tonight. Maybe that's the overconfidence, because two really good squads going up against each other, so they both need to show a bunch of respect because they've earned their spots.
Nah, there's nothing from my motion, bro.
They're right here. They're right here. There's one close. He was by himself, but I got hit with that concussion.
Ooh, end zone.
His mine's right there.
Activating that proximity mine.
To the left. Okay.
Giving away their position. Now would be a good time to change location.
They were definitely up there, though, so careful.
They push on you guys.
Now, major different approach this time from Good Choice. All 4 members have split up.
No.
They are using Eagle Eye. I think they are.
It's a good choice.
Okay, Brady, cover me.
Such a good choice.
That name was a good choice, man.
I feel that it wasn't a bad choice.
Facts. Ooh, C4 going off. Good thing he was running a Koro. End zone getting rid of the double door C4.
That was doubled. Yeah, it had to be. You barely
There's one
got
at the
out
back
of
of the trolley.
I mean, honestly, I don't know how he walked away from that. I know he was running a Koro, but I'm pretty certain they had a couple explosives on that door.
Thank you, Maverick, for your magic combs.
Couple grenades going out. Good use of smoke. Give him some freedom to get that grenade out. Tagging someone in the stairwell is Joe. More smoke's going out. End zone, turning the corner. Being in position, he goes down at the hands of Gonzalez. Going to close the double doors here is Joe.
Hang tight. Laptop jammed. You've got one in the conference room.
Now there's this fight in the hall.
Oh, look at that grenade. That was a great grenade.
Great grenade, but so much room to maneuver. Savage with that stairwell. And Hugo with the whole conference room.
Oh,
Oh, getting it down on Hugo. Oh, Savage getting the revive. He goes down in the process, and the back and forth revive trade. And Joe goes down at the hands of Hugo. Redemption.
Don't push him. Don't push him.
All 4 members of Good Choice still alive.
He's really hurt. Oh, I'm out of ammo. He's leaving.
Watch
No
it.
ammo.
Gonzalez getting it down. Good trade there. Revive by Rude Boy. Keeks is eliminated.
wow.
There it is. Good choice. Snagging another victory, increasing their lead by 2. Score now 3-1.
I was out. I just ran downstairs like fuck it.
I'm still gonna say predicted. That was very predictable. You got to take over that defense spot. They had a great position. They were holding it down really well. They did split up, but using that communication when they split up, just like we just talked about, I personally love that move they just made. It was really smart. Covered every angle that they could. But again, I'm just saying, if you lose in district, the very first match on your defense, you're going to be playing catch up, and that's exactly what we're doing. So CMG's doing good. It's a 3-1 game. I'm hoping to God that the next match that they really hold it down and take that point and get it a little bit closer, but it's going to be a playing catch up for a little while. So, but doing really great.
What map do you think we're going to see next? It looks like they have office selected, but that could always change. You think they're going to go to office or?
God, I hope so. I want office or hotel. Those are always fun to watch. Stay away from fob and warehouse. Those are always butthole matches. And
don't tell Paco that now. Come on.
Wait.
He loves fob.
Paco is dead
whore.
asleep right now. Paco sleeps 22 hours out of the day.
That man said that he's got his circadian rhythm back. He should be sleeping on a normal schedule. Karen, thank you for the 100 corgis. I don't need that many dogs, but I'll find a good home for him. Thank you so much.
I think deep down, Paco went to one of those old people places where they say I can't sleep, and now he goes to bed with one of those, looks like Darth Vader at the end of the night, but he's getting a good night's rest on his Sleep Number bed too. This game has been brought to you by Sleep Number. You can bang really good and not spill your wine on a Sleep Number. Actually, that's a Posturepedic. I think it's a Posturepedic. I don't know.
We need to get Purple up in here, because you could technically not even crack an egg on Purple. So if you don't want to bust a nut while doing the thing, sleep with Purple.
It kind of looks like rubber in there, so it does, like, if you did, it's okay. It just wipes right up. It's a rubber bed. Totally cool.
Oh, brilliant, dude.
You have to put baby powder on it just to keep it all,
Someone clip that. Clip that of the Purple and the Posturepedic and the number bed. Clip it all. Send it to the appropriate respective companies.
Yeah, please send that off to Purple. Let them know we believe in busting nuts on their bed is the way to go. If you're thinking of hygienic purposes.
Oh my goodness. That was
All
great.
right, so let's see. What are we doing here in the chat? Looks like we are back in, and we are in office. Ooh, all four of our guys are standing around. Somebody's got to be using some eagle eye.
CMG working defense near cafeteria into the back stairwell.
They look angry. I'm just saying, CMG, man, they look super fucking angry right now. Like they're gonna
get it, man.
Yeah, they're gonna go balls deep on this one. That's my prediction.
Yeah, they're setting up right underneath lobby stairs. They already set up their defenses. They got a couple of noise indicators, proximity mines, concussions, that of the sort, as their crumb trails. So should anyone try to flank them from where they just came, they'll be aware. But they're setting up right underneath their laptop as well.
Yeah, I'm watching the maze.
So really good positioning, really good use of equipment. Let's see if it works for them. As good choice is teetering here on the lobby stairs.
Okay, stay together. Stay together.
Let me put my sentry.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. Come on.
Make their way over to the laptop. Make sure everything's cool.
There's the laptop.
Right here, Subbage.
Manually activate it so I can start the hack.
Right here.
And now they know. Oh shit.
Motion sensor set up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see him when it's on. Where?
Right here.
Yeah, but it's on the ceiling, so we can blow with the grenade.
And this is what I think
So
they
let's move.
should have done. Not that I'm one to critique, because they would clean the floor with me, but this is what I think they should have done on Embassy. Utilize those motion sensors, really get better intel as they're doing here in Office.
Left.
Yeah, when you know that you've got basically a defense right of the ping pong table, you know this is going to be a nasty little shootout. It's going to be moves on who can knock out that jammer. That's going to be a real good play.
Rock Massacre is not going to make this easy, as there has been some gunfire exchanged. No hits, no downs.
I'm just going to say I'm extremely shocked that they are able to just move around like that, going down into those spots. I would have expected gunfire a lot sooner than what it did.
Yeah, it's as if Chronic Massacres are luring them back.
Yeah,
further.
pulling them in a bit more.
Okay, we need to be careful with the grenades, because we're gonna push all together, but we have to be really careful with the grenades.
Or you're yelling at me.
Like there's going to be a simultaneous push by Good Choice from various angles, and they're concerned about the grenades, which is understandable. With how far back Chronic Massacres are sitting,
Okay, cross.
Ooh,
Joe getting it down on Hugo there.
I'm down.
nice. Now, if I'm on Good Choice, I am frantic right now to get that boy back up.
Gonzalez getting the revive there, but he is in a bit of a compromised position. Fortunately, able to get out there
We
unscathed.
have to move.
And they're regrouping with the rest of the team, with Rudy and Savage laying down some of that gunfire, seeing if they can work their way back around the back hall.
Listen, get ready. Wait, I'm ready.
Two good squads with a very good defense spot getting into these shootout situations. They have got to keep their eye on that clock.
1 minute
Hugo
left.
goes down again.
I'm down.
Taking it down there, revive by Rudy Boy. And here comes Joe peeking around the corner, getting a couple of hits on. The rest of the team not doing much in tow to provide support. Hugo getting elimination on Joe.
Hugo in major danger zone right now. He's been down twice. He's got two members right in front of him that just went down.
INZ down in Gonzalez. And Keeks going down. Lindsay eliminated, and that's it.
Wow. Wow. Oh
19 seconds
God.
left.
It's
I
open,
mean,
it's open. You gotta go.
they're
Oh no.
they have to sprint upstairs now. They got to get to that laptop.
Yeah.
Do it.
It's
Come on.
down to
Time.
the clock. 10 seconds left.
Oh, you went those stairs. Oh shit. No, we don't got it.
Oh, here we go.
So
He's not making it.
I don't
Chronic
think
Massacre is
so.
getting a win.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
think you're forgetting
Holy
something.
shit. Look,
Outside
look,
the
look. If,
factory result. Contract
hell
result.
yeah. Now, if you're gonna do this, do it right, man. CMG getting that very good defense spot, holding them back long enough to play around with that clock and put the pressure back on them. They got that win. They earned that win.
Yo, I was gonna say, like, good choice was really, like, I was surprised that they survived that gunfight. To be honest, I'm very surprised. It looked like Gonzalez and I couldn't tell who the second person was who was down right in front of her, but Rudy Boy. Okay, so they were both downed, and Hugo survived. Like,
yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how Hugo was in such danger on that one.
The dude survived, and I don't know. They somehow got through that. Impressive. But Chronic Mastigators were confident. They positioned. They pushed themselves back into a corner, which many would say very dangerous move to make.
Yeah.
But to them, it was a time waster. And they sure as shit wasted that time getting them a jammer victory, man. You don't see that often. It's
not in tournament, no.
It's very uncommon. And we just got one there. Beautiful play by Chronic Mastigators and very good play by Good Choice. Just unfortunate you ran out of time.
Yeah, look, Hugo was he was in beast mode, man. I had said earlier, like, this guy's in danger. He's been down twice. Rudy Boy getting a couple revives on him, but they really did act as a shield for Hugo. If you kind of looked at it, you had Gonzalez and Rudy Boy in front, both of them going down, but enough time for Hugo to go around, get the final shots in. Really, really good plays on both squads. I love the play. Again, it was weird to me. I would have probably gone down way earlier, but to me, it was a little odd to back up into that corner where there's, I don't know, just I think if you can get the fight on early and hold back that defense spot, it kind of gives you a better spot. But I don't know, seeing this play and seeing how it played out, like, kill more time, make them move, make them have to move around a little bit more. It does add up. It did, made sense, and they took the win. That was well deserved.
Yeah, I don't know if it was. I don't think it's any team's plan to intentionally put themselves in a vulnerable situation like Chronic Massacres did, saying like, hey, we might not win this gunfight, but let's waste as much time as possible. That's usually not in the cards of anyone's strategy. But perhaps, maybe it was. I don't know, man. Either
It was
way.
a bit of strategy. I mean, if you're going to get that spot, you're going to go downstairs and do a jammer. There's a bit of strategy to it already, but set up that. It's just not your everyday defense. Here we are back in office.
Okay, but tell me what you want me then.
No. Here, dude. Yeah.
Get a firewall.
They're about to.
Real quick.
Yeah, already early.
It's that spawn, man. As soon as you come out of that room, like, it's really tough to push back past midpoint from this spawn.
To me,
Not that Chronic Massacres can't, but you have Good Choice right there on you.
yeah, not saying that this is a bad defense spot, but I would say this is one of the more harder, weaker spots to have to defense. It's either go push out and just try to get your firefight in early, or you're going to hold back and really anchor down, but to one room that has 2 openings and long hallways connected to it. So
Enzo goes down, grenades going out, and a revive is Joe. Joe downing Savage and Gonzalez, trying to peek around the corner, end zone. There, get the revive. Lines goes down as well. Somehow Joe surviving, end zone. Coming back around the corner, provide support, and they get an elimination there. Oh, no. Rudy Gonzalez and
oh, look at it.
Fucking a bit. Come, guys.
eliminated by Lindsay. Savage gets eliminated.
Yeah, he's got that back. He's on that 12 now. He's running. He's red.
I don't know. It's so good.
Waiting to see if they can get this last guy, and they still have to. That I don't know why they're playing this marigold. Dude, Savage getting it down.
Damn! Oh, fuck. Get the firewall.
Bro, these men shooting me through a fucking door, bro.
Worried.
It's jammed.
I'm going downstairs. I'm going down.
Oh wow.
Now it's jammed. They have less than 40 seconds. Just.
Yep. They got 40 seconds, but I mean, what that's twice the amount of time that they had on the last match. They Good Choice had. So
this was definitely Chronic Massacre's map right here. Office getting 2 straight wins.
That's what they needed. Tie ball game.
Wow. Just wow.
Really, really good.
Man, what is going on in chat? The last thing I read, Cinderella writes, but it doesn't really sound like you're against the lotion.
Whoa, what's going on here, Frankie?
Savage.
We might have to take this to Whispers, folks.
Yeah. Wait. I just scrolled up a little bit. I saw Frankie One Shot had to correct himself on the word naked. Apparently, that autocorrect had changed it.
My God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Holy cow. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying your time. I know it's late for some people, so if you can't stick around, totally understand. We are 6 games in. We're at the halfway mark. We have 12 games in total. Technically, no winner. It's all about point accumulation. And at this point, Chronic Mastigators are tied for second place in most points taken away from Good Choice.
Yeah.
Up to this point. So, hey, if you're on Chronic Mastigators, you're happy with this already in tying it at the halfway mark.
Yeah, so far, Chronic Mastigators, the only squad to get this many points up against Good Choice this season is Top Gun. If they win one more, they're going to tie it up with Murder Kittens, who they still lost 8-4. So, look, just saying that alone, CMG is doing damn good. And Good Choice is doing awesome too, man. I wanted to call out these. Shit, no, I don't want a trial. There we go. On the last match, my boys pulled it through. You had End Zone Junior with 1 kill, 1 revive. You had Keeks, who had 2 revives. Lindsay with 1 kill, and Joe Magic, man, playing out some magic on that. 2 kills, 1 revive. On the opposing side, you got Good Choice. Who we got? We got Savage with 2 kills, 1 revive. Gonzalez with 1 revive. Hugo with 1 revive. Man, I'd just say, if the people who are watching tonight and they're taking notes because they're getting ready to play some Good Choice, obviously Office is where you want to take this. That was obviously a little bit of a weak spot for Good Choice. So Office is 1. Sticking as a squad, and honestly, not to credit the guy too much because the whole squad's doing really good on Good Choice, but it does seem like the trick is take Hugo out. You got a much better shot. At least take him down so he's on 1 knee, and so you can focus on 3 players. If you can get that, it seems like there's a lot of leverage in that. And again, on the CMG side, if you probably take out Magic, I think that you've got a better choice, or Magic or Lindsay. I think you got a better chance at taking one of those cats out. You're gonna maybe get the win. So
yeah, and I have to agree with you that for each team, there generally is a point person, a person of interest that you want to focus first. And I say this goes for most teams. Now, Chronic Massacres has an enormous roster. Good Choice, not so much, but in comparison, that is. But for each team that you face, there is a point person, and Hugo is just that kind of person. He could take point. He could take, the back. He could, but he's a guy who gives good intel, he gives good instruction, and he's a damn good shot. He's an all-around team leader, so he's fantastic at what he does. And of course, you're going to want to take someone like that out, but it also comes with a risk, because with someone who has as good of comms as he does, you put him on the cameras, and now you got that intel. You know what I'm saying? Not from the ground, but from the sky. So there's a risk. But they're doing a good job. Both teams are doing great. Obviously, Chronic Massacres are putting up much more of a fight than, I don't know Good Choice's thoughts or opinions on the matter, but they're definitely putting up a better show than what I thought we were going to see. Nothing against CMG, but with how Good Choice has been performing, I thought it was going to be much more of a sweep than it currently is. We do have 6 more rounds. I'm not going to say either team which team is going to pull ahead over the other, but CMG with 2 straight wins, they've got momentum in their corner that could carry them on into the next round. And if we're going to Hangar, I don't know. What's up, Brown Pit? How you doing, man? Thank you so much.
Hey, there's Brown Pit. What's going on, buddy?
Appreciate it.
Brown Pit was a beast last night too, man. He got to play some.
He is.
Yeah, it was even Cinderella. I've brought her over to the dark side. She says, "I think this may be the very first time I've cheered for Gators." So that's what I'm talking about. We're making our own squad. We're calling it Master Gators C. All your fans, like fans club. Like, I don't know. It's got to have that, and maybe
Master Gators non-haters.
Yeah, but it's just so, because there's there's so many Master Gators that are in the U.S., and then I think it's going to start spreading it out. Like, there's going to be like 5 squads per country.
Yeah, they have a UK team. I think BBNCS is on that team as well.
They need to start making shirts. I'm telling you, if I'm hosting for them, if I'm going to cover for them, I'd wear me a big old Master Gator shirt. Sounds nice, doesn't it?
What is that logo on your shirt? It's a Master Gator.
It's a Master Gator. I mean, what do you do in your spare time?
How do you explain that in a work conference? Like,
how much time do you have on your hands?
Oh my goodness! They have
this up.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I knew it. I didn't know
Anger was going to be like, I don't know, man. That's flipping a coin to me. That's not safe. Containment's a tournament match. Containment's a good place to go. I mean, it could go. I mean, for me, on a defense spot, that's a very damn good place to be. Mm-hmm. Containment on a attacking spot, you got to work for it. Really, really work for it. It's obtainable, but it's always going to be a shootout.
For the longest time, we thought that the server room defense / lab room defense was near impossible to beat. But, since having watched season after season, I'm finding more and more teams have found a way to beat it. It's still not 100% beatable, but it is becoming more beatable than it used to be, which is always good to see. The one room that I think people have a better time at defending is the white room. There are some teams, we'll call out my own team, that weren't so good at holding the white room, but that I would have to say that the white room is probably the more difficult to defend, simply because if you bring the proper equipment, you're kind of set up very, very well. Whereas the server room, I mean, if you're stuck in the server room, you can avoid the grenades that are inevitably going to be lobbed in there. But if you're sitting out in the lab, you still run the risk of getting hit with those rollies and some really nice shots. So it's becoming more of a hit and miss. Tomo, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for tuning in.
I would say that there's 4 major defense spots in containment. I would say in order as best to last. I still love the little laboratory server area. That one, number 1 spot to me as far as defense. Number 2 spot would be the white room, major open containment room. A little harder to defend because there are so many more openings, but there's a lot of little sneaky places you can go and you can get some damn good angles. 3rd spot I would definitely say would be showers. And 4th would be outside mezzanine from the server room. Those are typically going to be your 4 spots. I know sometimes you go laptop outside, like upstairs mezzanine. looking down onto the server room. But most people are going to go downstairs in that spot. They're not really going to hold upstairs. So
Exactly.
4 major defense spots, and in that order as well. And all of them are really, really good defense spots. They're all very doable, like this whole level of comfort. So I don't know. I think this is a really good spot. I want to get a point, so I'm going to choose this one. Now I just got to deal with their asshole defense. If I can take that over, then I'm ahead. So it's a good strategy.
Yeah, Gators are going to have a rough time against Good Choice, who have some really good shots. Now, we have been touting Joe and Lions quite a bit. I don't want to take anything away from
and
End Zone and Geeks. They are very good shots themselves. They've been playing very well this evening. But, I got to give it to Good Choice. If they're going to be attacking the White Room, if that's one of the options, or even the lab, I think they stand a better chance. They're faster at the trigger. They're quicker to evade. We've seen it time and time again. Like we mentioned how Hugo survived that exchange that he probably shouldn't have survived.
Yeah,
it's because they're so damn quick, moving in and out, in and out, in and out, and getting those revives has been key as well. So I think Good Choice will have them on that gunfight from the long range, but I could be wrong. Yeah. Chronic Mastigators have already done better than what I thought they were going to do against Good Choice, so it's going to be fun to see. Eddie, Santa Margarita, thank you so much for tuning in. And Tomo, thank you for the compliment, man. I really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying your time. I know it's late for some of y'all, folks. I mean, it's like really late, or probably early in the morning. That's what hamburger is all about. I love you,
dude. Yeah, 9 p.m. seems to be the sweet spot, like 9 p.m. But with the schedules, so many squads, and everybody's basically either pretty much Friday or Saturday, sometimes on Sunday, whatever. But this season's been a little weird. It's just been all over the place. Matches are starting up at odd times. We were super happy about this weekend because there was actually a 9 p.m. game, not only once but twice. And actually 3 times, I believe. Busy weekend. A lot of Firewall being played. If you guys missed any this weekend, I know we got to stream. It was Titch and I last night. It was Murder Kittens versus Super Sweet Potatoes. And it was a really damn good match. Now, I will say, if you're not 18 or older, please don't watch that match, as Titch and I really don't want to get banned from Twitch. But we had a really, really great time, and I think we had a lot of drinks too. It was a lot of drinks, but it was great, man. It was great. It got me more excited about Murder Kittens and getting to watch some more shit out of them. It was really good.
Hey, if you're coming to Amateur Hour Commentary, don't let the name fool you. This is not for people under the age of 18 or easily influenced. Okay, so just throwing that out there. But here we are on Containment.
Now let's go do some drugs and drink.
Hey, I just watched a movie all about drugs that took you to different time periods in that spot. Yeah, it was very interesting. A little hard to follow initially, but then I was like, man, I don't want one of those pills.
Yeah, I want some of that shit.
Send me back in time, please.
Pass that shit.
So we got the shower room?
Look at that dedication, man. Only 3:15 in the morning. Love AHC. Thank you so much. Super support. Love it.
That's fine. Just back up a little bit. Or here. You coming downstairs? Backstairs, Joe, on you. Backstairs on you. Okay. 2 of them.
I got this, bro. Don't worry. Limb breach. We've got to get lapping. They got motion on that door.
Yes, people play it every day.
Oh, zooming through the maps.
You don't really have to wait too long.
Ooh, yeah, the number 1 spot on my defense.
Yeah, this is not going to be easy to breach, but it's doable. Doable.
Just be thinking about frags,
And they can come from a variety of different ways, either white stairs, they can go through the back lab, Or they could go down towards those double doors in the back.
Let's go look at
Depends. Can they get the C4 planted in enough time?
He's looking this way, but I don't know if
Are they
he
gonna
has
split the
something on this single
defense?
Where Joe is looking out the back doors, the double doors, I personally think that that's actually the sweet spot. If you're going to breach that area, that is the weak spot. Seems like you've got shorter distance to shoot,
That's what I'm saying.
although you are taking in a higher advantage. People got shots on your feet before you can even see them, but it does seem like a better spot.
Okay, let me check
There's the
it, like,
C4. Rudy taking a little
he might gonna put
the
another
brunt of
C4
that damage, but surviving it. He is running DS, so he's got that double time, and I'm sure he's got a Koro's skill as well. But, you know, where Joe is standing, if you're going to be attacking that position, you get a C4 on there, you get an elimination or two, for sure. But you really have to know where the rest of the defense is positioned, because if you just run in there and then try to scope them out, I mean, you're already at, what, half a second to a second delay from firing?
Yeah.
And they already have you in their sights. So it's risky unless you know exactly where they are.
No, I got him on the right. May not open it.
Yeah, I don't think we should.
Yeah, they're definitely on my
Two of
right.
them there.
Three
Put a C4 on
concentrate on
already.
double doors.
Wait, give me a second, give me a second.
And they are running out of time. They're gonna have to make a move.
Sí, yo voy arriba.
Yeah, just as a reminder, two good squads that go up against each other fairly even,
Minute and a half.
and you have a good defense match. You have got to keep your eyes on the clock.
1, 2, 3, go.
Don't let another office thing happen.
There's the C4 Joe getting elimination on Savage.
He's mad.
Absolutely.
Hugo taking some shots there. Good angles.
They're on the left side.
Grenades, though. Getting them in, causing the defense to scatter, reposition, which they have. Chronic Masqueraders have backed up into their secondary position. One behind the pillar, a couple in the server room.
Left.
1 minute
Just
remaining.
out of range of any kind of explosions or gunfire.
And look at that. The back double doors is where
Here
they
they come,
breach.
they're breaching.
Wow. Hugo goes down.
There was one on the right, bro.
I'm out.
Friendly
And
bounce.
there goes good choice, dropping one at a time. Chronic Master Gators getting a win,
Ooh.
taking the lead for the first time this evening.
Look at that. Look at that. Taking the lead, and not only that, but matching the Murder Kittens as far as the highest point up against Good Choice. So right now, Murder Kittens and CMG seem to be the hot ones to go up against Good Choice. Really good plays on that. They even breached the way that I said, like, you know, it's like that's the weak spot. That's the way to go in. Hugo immediately made a left when he went inside of there. Did not look right. And I don't think that he had enough coverage on his own squad to do that bold move. He went down immediately. A bunch of grenades go out. You saw Gonzalez. You saw, ears and guts and balls just flying all over the place. It was crazy. Loved it.
Yeah, you know, when they were deciding to go the double doors, I was very concerned that they all decided to go that route. I think it would have fared them much better if they had at least split the squad, one going through the back lab. Draw the attention away from the double doors. You, as a team who's attacking, you have to suspect that there's a C4 there. Unfortunately, Savage took that hit, and he was eliminated. But by splitting the team, you're thusly splitting the defense, and they could have had a better pinch. So if someone were to have gone down at the double doors, the team, the half of the team that's breaching from the lab, would have had the backs of Chronic Master Gators. It was unfortunately it was a lost opportunity there, but.
Again, I'm with you. I'm no one to preach to anybody. Good Choice has their reasons for what they did, and I'm 100% confident that they've done that a million times. It's worked 999,000 times out of them, but not tonight. I don't know, man. Really good choice, but I'm with you. It's twice tonight that we've seen Good Choice going up against a defense spot, not splitting up, staying together as a squad, and it actually was a disadvantage to them. It actually hurt them in the long run. I'm all about teamwork. I'm all about sticking with your buddy system. But in those situations, these long defense spots, these long shootouts, you have to throw these guys off. And if you know that all 4 members are coming in one big breach, and the way that I'm sorry, but CMG was split up in that defense spot, they were ready for different angles. They were just better prepared for something like that. I don't want to diss on a 4-man breach, but we've just seen it twice tonight. It's crazy.
Yeah. And when it fails once, I mean, if you want to test it again, go ahead, man. Like, I get it. You want to try to stick to your guns. You want to do what you have been practicing. You want to do what has worked well for you in the past. Chronic Mastigators is taking advantage of that and has pushed them ahead, and they are now ahead by 1. We only have 5 more rounds to go. So we'll see how things turn out, but I'm not in a position where I'm like, Good Choice is going to lose this. I think it was another good learning opportunity. We're going to be going back to containment. It's going to be their opportunity to defend. We'll see how well they perform, and then we still got we still have other maps after this, which could be more in line with what they're accustomed to playing. Because maybe, who knows? Containment is like, it's not as bad as Shoot House when it comes to 50-50, but I feel like a little bit is a 50-50 because we always say containment is much more in favor of defense than it is offense. So.
Yeah, for sure. I will say quickly, though, on these last 2 matches, if I'm Good Choice, I'm going back to District. I won both of those matches. I got a good chance I'm going to take those 2 home as well.
Protect the firewall access points and ensure the data on this laptop remains secure.
Okay.
What's up to Hitman VR? How you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in, man. Saw you in one of the other streams, supporting them. If you guys have not gone to the other streams to support, I will drop the links in chat. Be sure to send your love and support to these guys, because without them, we wouldn't have this. So thank you to all the streamers. Thank you to all the players. Really appreciate the time and effort you put into streaming and playing these league matches.
Yes, thank you.
We're not really able to get this jammer down the way he wants to.
You got something down. This is awesome, though. We're going to see what would Good Choice do in that defense spot from the last match. So it's nice and even. I like it.
Yeah, gotta love mirror matches. Shots already fired here. Joe taking it on early. And they're doing exactly what we thought. Hugo getting elimination on end zone there.
I mean, Hugo set that up. Nice play.
Did we bring ammo?
I did, but
This is exactly what I was talking about before. You split the offense, you draw attention from one side, and you try to get the eliminations that you can. But Lion Z now running solo over there, probably unwise to do it alone. He's regrouping with his team.
Left. Always left.
It's gonna be only 1 back there with you guys because it's 2 in front of us.
It's okay. So you guys 2? Savage, stay right here.
Nice smoke. Good placement. Getting a good rollie up and over.
it was close.
Finding the mark. Hitting Gonzalez. But she survives to fight again. He retreats back. No one now sitting in the lab.
I'd say there's a C4 on that back door, and I don't know.
Okay, Savage, stay on this window. Stay on this window.
They destroyed
And
the
when you see
firewall.
someone,
Right,
stay back
they
and let
found
me
the
know.
4 on 3 right now.
Okay, I'll let you know. Get ready. No, get ready.
Okay, I'm going back in my spot. I don't see anyone.
Joe really wants that C4 kill. You he's like, just give it. I'm sorry, that's Hugo. I'm sorry.
Hugo really wants it. Yeah.
Hugo's just so excited.
Server room, Lindsay, he knows you're going
Give it to me now.
Listen, get ready. And get ready to pick me up.
You can open the door.
Take a grenade.
I do.
Full of smoke, let's go and breach it. Go.
What's up, Buckaroo? Thanks for joining, man. And I totally agree.
Now, nice move by Joe, weaving and dodging, shooting through into the server room, able to get a double down with Rudy, who can get the revive sooner. Rudy gets back up. Joe, like good choice has the edge. Clock. Down on there. As he keeps trying to win this for the team, but it's going to be tough and a 42.
Yeah, they are just chipping away at CMG right now. The 4-on-2 match that makes it very tough.
It doesn't matter. I stand. If you want to go in there.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
A minute left on the clock.
Badger laser, bro. No. See if I can do that. No, I can't.
Yeah, as the time drops down, we'll see these guys moving around a lot more, getting a little fidgety, but just whatever we got to do to kill that time.
This is the play good choice has to make. Running the clock, wasting time, forcing them to make a move. In fact, Lindsay and Keeks may not do anything here. I mean, once it hits a certain time, here they go. They're gonna move. Keeks goes down. We're getting the elimination there, and Savage finishing off Lindsay. And that's it. Good choice. Getting the win here on containment.
And an
Evening
ace.
up the score. Now it's tied 4-4.
I've activated your payments. Buy yourself
what's our
something
next
nice
map, guys?
from me.
Yeah, I agree with you, Buck. Doing a really good job with map picks, and yeah, just good strategy overall. Both teams performing, I would have to say they're performing well, pretty evenly. I mean, yes, tied.
4-4,
It's like,
yeah.
both even. They're playing even. They're playing very well against each other. But I think in terms of strategy, like overall, they're making good choices. They're making good moves. It's not a matter of who's lucky enough to win this gunfight. It's literal strategic positioning that is getting these teams to win. We looked at CMG on Office. They set themselves up in a situation where many would say, well, you're very vulnerable there because you're clumped together in a corner. There's not a lot of way to evade, or a lot of opportunity to evade, but they wasted the clock. They ran the time down and they got the win. That's a strategical move. We've been seeing that all night. So well played by good choice.
Yeah, I mean, back and forth. I mean, we've seen dominance on both squads at certain times. We started off tonight on District, where Good Choice won both of those matches. Yep. We also saw Embassy tonight, where CMG took the first one and Good Choice took the second. On Office, CMG took both of those, right? So there's the dominance over Good Choice. Good Choice had the early start in District, and just now in Containment, where it was even again, where CMG took the first match and Good Choice taking the second. We have 2 more maps to go, 4 more matches. I think we're going to start seeing repeats, but I might be wrong. I personally start saying depends on who's choosing. But again, if I'm Good Choice, I'm going back to District, and if I'm CMG, I'm probably going to go back to Office.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Big shout out to Momo for the 100 cupcakes. Thank you, dear. Love those cupcakes. Maverick, thank you for the 100 party hooters, and the 5 extra party hooters, or 10, 11. I don't know. He had a couple more before that. Appreciate that. And Recklessness coming in with the reminder, ladies and gentlemen, please, while you're entering these matches, do not forget your jammer. Definitely the jammer is something you don't want to forget in situations such as this. We saw a jammer there, and we also saw a CMG jammer win. You never know when you're going to get them. So it's pretty awesome to see people utilizing the jammers, not just in like very tricky spots, but as a strategic choice to run down the clock. So awesome. And Rap, of course, you're behind the desk, but still donating. Lots of love, brother.
Look at that. Every time he does it, I say he's given up a piece of his heart to us.
You know what would be great? It would be hilarious if we could get every time Rap does a cheer that the Raptor shot out some sort of
just like out in the front. Yeah,
That'd be pretty sweet.
that's something Titch can work on. Look, and Titch giving out the
Titch
Titch is
donating
giving out
100
some of that
bits.
love.
Momo with more cupcakes. You guys are raising that hype train level. Thank you so much. And Alan the Shoddy, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate your attendance. Same with everybody here. I know it's late, but we are running down to our last few matches. If we're going to be going to Warehouse, we don't usually see this in league play, but I freaking love Warehouse, man.
I love Warehouse. It's a great shoot.
But what was that?
Hotel was like that. Hotel was one of those matches that I don't know. It's either you loved it or you hated it, and I freaking hated it. And I don't know what happened, but just time and maturing. I grew a few hairs on my chest in weird spots.
He's a real boy.
Yeah, and all of a sudden it was like I started telling lies, and everything was growing bigger. And I don't know. It was, but I actually really love Hotel now. Warehouse has grown on me. Like I don't. Personally, for me and the people I run with, Warehouse is not going to be a good decision for us in a tournament. On these two players or these two squads, it probably pays off for them pretty well. They both of these guys are like very, very experienced. Mm-hmm. So I mean, they could probably play any of these matches and school us on some stuff. But I don't know. Warehouse could be fun, man. It could be fun.
I think what makes Warehouse so much fun is it has those quadrants right in the middle, right? It has those office spaces up on the platforms, and usually you get the defensive spawn somewhere in that area. And for some reason, I really like trying to see teams breach on those locations. It could be very entertaining because everyone does it a little bit differently, but it makes for some really good content. That's why I like Warehouse, because it can be so unique in that right, and so exciting and entertaining in that right. But at the same time, if you're in a league match, it might not be something that you do want to choose, because it can be detrimental. It's not an easy map to defend or attack all the time.
Yeah, I'm with Maverick on that. There are some nasty angles in the Warehouse. If you know those angles, what an advantage that is. Yeah, drunk Frodo. Sorry, I'm getting distracted with comments. But I totally agree. Great coverage in Warehouse. There's really great angles that you can get. I personally don't like the distance that can be involved in it, and how you can be so exposed, like depending on the laptop spawn. So I don't know. To me, that's why I say Warehouse is not a good choice, because it is kind of a flip of a coin. I was able to tell you 4 immediate defense spots on containment that are all beautiful places, and that's typically where you're going to be. And in Warehouse, I mean, I know of one really, really good defense spot that I like. So everything else, I'm just like, fuck it, let's go shoot them.
Yeah.
So, you know?
Yeah. Warehouse isn't the most diverse map, but it can be very, very entertaining. Now, I remember, and I always bring this up because, man, nostalgia, I love it. But you go back to the first season of NAFWL, and Shoot House was a huge thing. And everybody loves Shoot House.
Hell yeah.
You never see Shoot House anymore, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Momo with 300 bits, Cinderella with 1 rip, Chuckamus with 100 himself, Hype Train at 66%. Got you guys, thank you so much for the tips and donations, or whatever the hell you want to call them. I appreciate it so much. It's really, really nice of you guys. We just appreciate that you're here. That's what we come back and do this for. Give you guys a good show, and also get an opportunity to chat with you. And also to remind you to check out Raise Energy. There is a panel below. Use AHC at the checkout for 15% off on any purchase. Raise Energy drink. I absolutely love it. I need to get more. I just keep forgetting to do so because I'm buying so many other things. But Raise Energy, man, I'd be feeling so much better and so much more alert, and probably have a boner. You know, it's such a great drink.
I love them.
Hey.
It gives you a boner.
It gives you a boner. And
so here we are.
How you doing, man? Thank you so much for tuning in.
In the warehouse.
Down in the warehouse. Out shooting some guns down in the warehouse.
We'll be having some fun.
No one's muted, right?
No.
Oh man, Maverick is throwing out the bits. He is wanting to see some tits and songs. Let's bring on the AHC
10
karaoke, baby.
seconds for a Firewall.
Gotta go to just chatting for that. Pull out the hot tub and karaoke machine.
3,
Good to go.
2, 1.
Rose is asking if Chuck is sending out dick pics. It is Saturday night, so I'm gonna say that's a probably yes.
Yeah, here, sensor right here.
Titch. At Rogues. No, he was paying for the ones I sent him. So I'm glad our boy Titch can always chime in at the right moment. Sorry, back to the match. Holy shit.
I'm watching right side, so right side is good. Right side is 1.
Make a noise on this side.
Rogues, that is a ridiculous question, sir. Who the fuck pays for porn? It's free, baby.
So you want us to push right?
Yes, yes, that's the best spot.
You exchanging some fire there. Taking a shot, but
Joe is on
getting a quick read.
I know
Getting some
Joe
health
is on
quickly.
this side. He's on this side.
Oh, and Joe goes down at the hands of Hugo.
Okay, go, 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 go.
Nice
go
shots.
Now, go
Yo,
now.
that's a
Go,
very
go,
tough
go.
angle.
One in front of
Fortunately,
me, one in
Joe's got
front
the
of me.
coverage on the stairwell.
That just sucks. It's kind of like you know, Michael Jordan twisted his ankle at the beginning of the game. You know,
Right?
Hostile retired.
Another one, yeah.
3 remaining.
Peaks has been down. Gonzalez
I'm
getting it
fucking
down.
concussed.
Oh, fuck, you
chill out.
in.
We got one. We
Yeah,
got one.
I'm in.
Chill.
I'm only assuming
You guys
that
get one?
He's in,
Yeah,
he's
we
in,
killed
yeah.
one. We killed one.
that Joe's
Okay,
just
it's
really
okay,
tall,
it's okay.
bald, and black.
Nice, nice, nice. Finish him.
Why
finish him.
is he that eliminated
Hold on,
at the
I'm
hands
super
of
red.
Gonzalez?
I cannot move in.
Hugo getting it down and elimination on End Zone Junior.
One more. Is Joe on this
And
side?
Chronic Massacres slowly
Yeah,
getting
dale,
cut
dale,
down.
dale.
Joe Magic
Espérate,
left
espérate.
alive.
Down. Is he up or down?
Go up
was
against
up, he
all
was
4
up, he
members
was up,
of
but I'm not
Good
sure.
Okay,
Choice.
be careful with mines and
This is
concussions.
definitely a tall order.
So
Very
you're
hard to
saying
accomplish.
there's a chance?
Okay, I'm gonna start hacking.
I've got
Yeah,
eyes on the
hack,
laptop.
hack, hack.
Standing by. I'm in. Hack is live.
Watch
I'm
your
seeing
back.
hostiles moving to your position. Show no mercy.
Right here below me. Right below me.
I
Right
didn't
below me.
kill.
Right below me. He's going to you. He's going to you, Gonzalez, on that side. He's going to you. With those stairs. He's going
Data
to you.
transfer
My
at
right side, my
25%.
right side.
Yes, yes.
Right
Ready.
side.
Cat and
Right
mouse
there,
game
right
at this
there.
point. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Ahí a tu derecha, ready.
But he's just really trying to get a couple eliminations here. You know, definitely don't
Data
want to.
transfer at 50%.
Okay, he's right here.
You don't want to go down without at least 1 elimination. You know.
Stairs
Yeah,
behind
I
you.
mean, you don't
Stairs
want
behind you.
the other squad to get inside of your head or have bragging rights on you.
He's there now, shoot.
Oh! And
right
he
there.
tries.
Good shit.
Savage getting the final elimination to
Ooh, that tuna.
beat Chronic Massacres here in the first round
Contract
at
initiated to
Warehouse.
encrypted walls.
Good hold. I mean,
Good effort, really good shots. By,
what's the score, Sebas?
Good choice, man. Like really good shots. Hugo starting it off strong. Really, I gotta say, seeing at that draw distance can be difficult. Distinguishing between an opponent's appendage or head or what have you from the stairs and the rest of the environment can be difficult, especially when lighting isn't really that great for where you're looking. But he's got some nice, really good headshots, body shots on Joe Magic. Got that early down, forced them to retreat, use a revive dart early. And then Gonzalez laying down the law, eliminating Keeks a little bit there. And I mean, it was just really well defended.
Yeah, I totally
like you
agree.
said, I think you used the proper language there, just chipping away at them
Yeah.
slowly.
On that last match, you had Good Choice. Gonzalez was pretty much the all-star in my opinion on that one. He had 2 kills. Hugo had 1 kill, and you had Savage with 1 kill. On the opposing side, my boys, CMG, End Zone Junior, he got a revive. So they did get aced on that one. It was unfortunate. It's time to just rebound. I mean, again, if they're going to play up against a really good squad, you almost have to assume you're going to lose on that defense. Now, they really got to, it's really important that they hold up on this one and that they hold their defense up against good choice, not to let this one be a rollover. And then the last map selection, that's going to be the critical one, I think, at that point. As long as they win this one, that last map is just going to be like make or break. Yeah.
If CMG gets this, I mean, that for both teams, that last map is going to be the end all be all. You know, if CMG gets this, they're going to take the lead of taking the most wins away from the number one team right now, which is going to be an impressive feat. Also, what's going on, Fresh Milk? How you doing? And yes, Chuck, we are trying. We are trying to remind him.
Yeah, I know.
Maggio, what's going on?
Wait. When did I say? I said even earlier, I was like, hello,
you
ma'am.
Just did when you said Gonzalez, he had blah, 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 blah.
Oh, okay, my bad. I know. Yeah. When I got distracted with Chuckamus Prime's contact or his message, Gonzalez is a woman, but I only heard it in a Jim Carrey voice where, Einhorn's a man. That's what I heard. He probably did write it that way too. That was probably the best part. It's like a little Chuck. Let's go on, Maggio.
Yeah, but you have to be really careful. Like, don't pick.
First person to solve.
Hostiles
Oh, Jesus, Titch. Go to bed. Who the fuck wants to do a math problem?
They've destroyed the firewall.
Don't
Laptop
fight him.
location
Oh,
coordinates
we'll probably
arrived.
check.
Hostiles incoming.
This
Protect
is
that laptop.
not the most favorable spot for good choice, but they're holding it confidently. You can see where they're positioned. They're good, confident with the angles. Hugo already getting a couple of tags there.
Right side.
Do we have
More than
Very
two.
early.
More than two.
Okay.
They do not like sit behind those boxes at the.
Nice even trade there between Joe and Hugo. You know, if you were the attacking team, this is definitely the location you would want to push.
There's shelving right in the way. That right side's open.
Depends on who's over here. Hold on, let me make them known that I'm here.
I can hear him now, push on the right. Yep, I got one here. Might be able to down and Keeks on me. On me, Keeks, I need a revive.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
There's a guy here, just double shooting here, just a minute ago, he might pop back. Yeah, he's here. Yeah, backed off to the right at the crate.
Good choice, being very patient, not getting eager, which is important, especially when you're on defense. Run the clock. And Chronic Massacre is trying to find which entrance is the safest.
Yeah, he's pushed back now.
It really isn't a good, safe location to push here. I would think pushing one of the sides would be best because you're certain they're not on one of your flanks. So, but Lion Z and Joe here trying to make something happen at the red door.
He's red. He's red. They're pushing at the back. There's one there. Can you see him, Joe?
Yep, I
In that
saw him.
box?
Yeah, I get the whole good choice as a small military branch. I'm watching Hugo here, and this guy's just not really moving. He's shaking his controller to make sure it's staying in. We got an elimination there. Who was that?
Yeah, nice shots by Joe. Getting Savage down. There's a revive by Gonzalez. Keeks down Savage once more. That's 2 downs. One more. He's eliminated. Getting grenades up and over, seeing if they can do something there, but missing the mark. Savage still lives, but he's in a down state. Gonzalez getting one more revive, and now Savage fully eliminated by Keeks. Now it's a 4v3. They're in a much better situation to breach this red door, but they have to do so cautiously. They don't want to move in as a unit. They need to gather up their resources. And I think they've used quite a bit of, quite a few of their lethals.
Yeah, I just saw Hugo push out both grenades to the red door. So, I mean, no more grenades from Hugo. It's all about firing from them now. So, Going to be a little bit tougher to win this one.
Hugo getting it down on Lionsy. There is a revive there. Joe getting it down
Wow.
on
Holy
Gonzalez.
shit.
And CMG breaching this
Wow. Wow.
in true form. Holy shit.
Yes. Do it, baby. Do it.
In Chronic Mastigators not laying down, man. They
So nice.
wow.
Oh, man. Great move. Great move.
And what's even more impressive, they come out with the ace.
Let's make sure that they get this jammer. It's just it's in plain sight too. Oh, did you see it? Yes, you did. Oh,
Absolutely incredible.
wow, wow, wow. Good push. I think putting pressure on Good Choice, loading out all of those grenades, that might have been the thing that it was, in my opinion. But God, just keeping the pressure on. Holy shit.
You know, the turning point was Savage's elimination. That was the turning point. They got one elimination. That means there was more attention drawn away from one particular entrance, and they picked the right one. They had a very nice breach. What do they call that? The pie slice breach, where they loop around and great angles. I mean, you couldn't have done it better.
No, you really couldn't have. Again, what we were just talking about earlier, this map selection is everything right now. We have a tie ball game, and CMG, my boys tonight have accomplished what no other team has been able to do against Good Choice so far in this 8-week season so far. We got tie ball game 5-5. Nobody has gotten this many points against Good Choice. This has got to get inside of their head. Good Choice, if they have the choice, need to make a good choice on this map. Again, I'm going to go back to my what I had said earlier. I personally think if Good Choice has the map selection, they've got to go back to District. Replay that map. They had 2 solid wins on that, 2 really solid wins. So as far as Good Choice, that would be my map selection. If I'm on CMG, I love my boys. I'm going to go back and say Office has been their strong suit tonight. That was the only map tonight that they were able to get both wins. Everything else has been a flip-flop all night long, what you want to see out of 2 really good teams. Containment, Warehouse, Embassy are the 3 maps that we saw where it was flip-flopped. District and Office, those are the only 2. So let's see. Are they even gonna stick with that? They're gonna go completely different?
They could. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, the risk with Office, though, is if the opposing team gets the CEO office. You know?
Yeah.
That
it is
just
not the best choice.
Risk.
Yeah, it really is. And if they choose, I would say if CMG ends up picking Office, I'm saying that's their strong suit for tonight. If they don't choose Office, I'm almost going to predict that this is going to be a tie ball game for the night. I really do. If they choose Office, I'm still going to stick with my earlier prediction of 7-5, and that CMG is going to take this over and just absolutely fuck up this whole scoreboard and throw a loop into this. So, yeah, looks like Black Site. So we'll see. I hadn't played this one. Don't know.
Black Site's. I don't even have words for Black Site. Like, I think it's a very good map. I think it looks beautiful. It plays well. But for league play, I wouldn't say it's necessarily what you want. I agree with you, Rad, that if you had the opportunity to select a map a second time, you would go back to the one that you were dominant on.
Yep.
I mean, even with Office, with the risk of the CEO being the CEO office being a spawn, if you won twice there, arguably you'd want to go back.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of maps that we still haven't seen, but I don't know, man. Black Site's going to be a risky one. You get a good spawn. If one team gets a good spawn, it's going to go heavily in their favor.
Well, I mean, on the defense spots, I mean, what are we really looking at? We're either looking at the back of the map or we're looking at right around where all the Land Rovers are. That's going to be your typical defense spots. They might try to go all balls out on it and say, let's meet up in the market square. where that can go down too. But this is one of those. I think we're going to see a tie ball game if this is the one. I think you're going to get a really good defense on both squads. They're going to hold it down as best as they can and play with the clock. I see a tie ball game if this is the choice. I also, really quick, and I'll let you jump back in. I was not going to let this squeak by on my squad tonight, CMG. Man, really haven't given this guy a lot of attention tonight, but you've got Keeks who end up getting 3 kills and 2 revives on that last match. Absolutely the all-star on that one. You have Joe Magic with 1 revive, and you had Lindsay to finish it all up with 1 kill and 1 revive. On the good choice side, there was some activity. Gonzalez herself had 2 revives, and Hugo had 1 revive. So it was a washout on that one. And let's just see what happens next. Super crazy excited about this.
Yeah, that was intense, man. Chronic Massacrators have really come up and done some unexpected things in tonight's match. Good choice, putting up the best fight that they possibly can. Definitely not what they were expecting, but they have taken them a lot more seriously as the night has gone on. I have to applaud both teams. Thank you so much for a great match. But here we go. We're on black site, and see what happens. Man, down to the freaking wire, dude.
CMG, baby.
Let's go. Good choice. See what they can do on offense. As it looks like CMG has the 1 spawn that you have to do.
Alright, Lactic.
What's that ammo at?
You're relieved, sir.
Ammo's right there, and then I got your ammo here. Where you want it, Papa?
Just right there, bro. Respector.
Laptop is on the right side, on the construction site, on the right-hand side.
Santa Margarita. If
So basically
CMG pulls
they're gonna
this
do
out,
2-2.
Santa will fill his own stocking. Ooh, it's getting dirty in here.
You don't have to pull it
Love it.
out.
Yeah. Oh.
We're gonna go right. Yeah, we're gonna go right.
Fresh milk.
So, good choice, getting a pretty damn good spawn. This is where I'd want the laptop, back of the map, top section of the building.
You're gonna go inside first. Yeah, the laptop is open. So give me a second.
Pushing out to the middle. Oh, they're attacking.
No,
Okay,
they're
I'm
gonna
sorry, I
have a
was looking
C4 inside,
at the wrong
for sure,
screen there.
for
So
sure.
Yeah,
know
yeah, good
where?
choices. Attack. Oh, Joe
There is no C4 on the double
catching
doors
Savage
outside.
off guard. Ruby there to get the revive, but he's been down a second time, and instead of finishing him off, Joe retreats. Gonzalez getting a revive. Savage lives to fight one more time, as long as he doesn't take point or get tagged.
That's something. Now they're firing.
Joe squirting out a bit of that magic. Wait, we're allowed to say that, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
No, wait, no, he's not in here anymore.
So the other
Careful with
C4
the
might be outside those two floors.
You know what? You're right.
Squirt.
You want me to go check middle?
No.
Okay.
No C4 on those double doors. Now he put it.
Very
now
good
he
choice.
Okay.
Hunkered down.
Now he put it.
One?
Yeah, the right
The
one.
intel
The right
room.
one.
Looks like Rudy
No, the other one.
laying down some fire, drawing attention. C4 on that door. They have to be careful.
I don't have my
I don't think that landed its
I
mark.
can kill.
Even though they're trying to go for that C4.
Probably I can kill two.
Looks
Watch
like
my
Savage
right,
took the
watch my
brunt of
right.
that. Retreated.
Watch my right. Watch my right.
Oh, and end zone goes down.
Wow.
Fuck,
Nice
I just
grenade.
Not
drowned.
eliminated.
Down.
Joe there for the revive. Choice working their way back around, trying to get to this construction site. Savage already
Check again.
having been
Got a
down
minute,
twice.
got a minute, so let me
Needs to
check,
be
let me-
careful, using Eagle Eye, trying to get the perspective that they need, get the intel.
Okay, listen. Okay.
TMG
Mira. I think we have
delaying
to go
the game,
two.
keeping them at bay.
Below to your right.
See if they can
Careful.
continue to do so as
I
Good
think we
Choice
have
starts
to go.
moving
I'm
their
gonna
way
go
in.
This side. I'm gonna by myself. stay you guys right there. I'm gonna distract them.
Minute 20 left
I don't
on
know
the
when
clock.
are they gonna move,
Hugo
but
taking the long way around.
I hear
Now that
someone
the
below
rest of his
stairs.
team is drawing all the fire.
Dude, just pay
Lions
attention.
downing Hugo.
Shots. Good angles.
Yep.
It was a risk. He had to take it.
Wow.
Hugo
Hugo's
eliminated.
out.
Come back, Joe. I've got
Chronic
your back.
Master Gators. Player advantage.
Go down, bro.
I'm not. Where's
Let
your
me watch
ammo
your six
box?
again.
Yeah,
Left on
losing
the clock.
Hugo's really going to hurt Good Choice on trying to take over this defense.
Oh, Joe getting up behind Gonzalez, getting eliminated.
Come. There we go.
And now Savage eliminated. And here goes Joe laying down another one. Chronic Master Gators taking and a 1-point lead.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Good on CMG. All right. Black site. Good place.
I am borderline flabbergasted at this point. I mean, the moves that Chronic Mastigator are making, they aren't getting it off of their porn sites that they're watching. They are, I mean, these are just incredible. And another ace to tie it all up. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, this is CMG either way, no matter what happens on this last match for the night, they have done a damn good job. They have gone up against the number one and really put it to them on every single match. Even on the ones that they lost, they really gave it to them as much as they could. On that last, that was a really good defense. They were playing the clocks. They put so much pressure on them just because of the time. You could tell by the way that Hugo was moving, how he kind of ran out from that long alley where there's, so many places you can get shot from, and he ended up going down there. And I kept thinking Hugo's going to go back up, that there's still going to be a chance for Good Choice, this 4-on-4 match, and the grenades just took him out. So, and we've already talked about tonight, if you can get Hugo down on one knee, you don't have to take him out, but if you can get him down on one knee, just the time that he loses of gameplay, and another player having to take to revive him, it's a major advantage for CMG, and they have taken advantage of that every single time that they've been able to. So really good, man. CMG sitting good. If they lose this next match, it's a tie ball game for the whole squad. Nobody's done this up against Good Choice.
Nope.
And if they win it, my prediction 7-5 and excellent cheerleading has paid off again. So it's just great, man. It's great.
Yeah. I agree with everything you just said. Good points. I have nothing else to add. We have one more round to see. Is it going to be a tie, or is it going to be an overall victory for CMG? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're excited as I am, because here comes the finale match. Good Choice. I hope you get a good spawn, because Chronic Mastigators have put up a fight of their lives. They are coming for that number one spot. What's up, Sap McKilla? How you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in, man. And I gotta say, I never put Chronic Mastigators down. I never. I will admit that I don't necessarily give them as much credit as sometimes I should, but I do love them. I do love a lot of the players on the team. They are great. But hey, Good Choice has shown dominance this season, and it only seemed right that they would come out dominant tonight. But the tides have shifted, and it is in favor of the Chronic Mastigators. Let's go. Here we are on Gauntlet. Last match of the evening. Good Choice on defense. Bit of a mirror match here. It's exactly what you want to go out on.
Firewall access point locations are compromised. Hostiles detected and moving to their coordinates.
Hugo laying down some C4, and I'm really liking that.
We have to be everybody
Destroy
on
the
top.
firewall.
Everybody on top.
Laptop location coordinates are live. Hostiles incoming. Protect that laptop.
Ready? Arriba, way.
Yeah, so they might have put traps down.
Yeah, I think they put another C4 down at this back door for the Joe Magic special.
They're trying to do Joe Magic special on us.
That's the thing, dude. Yeah, we gotta it's gonna be the unexpected.
Have you got ammo bags? Have you got ammo bags before you get blown up?
I do.
Drop them at the back of the map. Just drop them here. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
And
CMG still making their move, working their way. It looks like outside and in the middle market square. Uh-oh. Watch out for this little corner.
Was that on the front door, yeah?
No. Yeah. That was nothing on the back door. Hang tight. There's something in here.
I'm gonna go up.
Sounds like they got rid of one C4.
Just call it. Talk.
All right, yeah, good deal. Yeah, Joe Magic not putting up with any more magic tricks from Good Choice.
Good smokes.
Which door do you want open from?
Double doors are risky. They're very risky.
Smoke being used, so that's good. Get some good coverage.
Got the double doors open. Lion Z retreating, giving Joe plenty of perspective. See if that does anything for him.
Hugo signaling that he knows where these guys are.
Now they got him a motion sensor.
Yeah, at least one.
Lion Z playing a little peekaboo there. At this point, CMG is really just trying to get them to open fire, get a better idea of where they're set up. Laptop's not hacked, or I'm sorry, jammed. End zone, laying down some fire.
I mean, seriously seeing a mirror image here. I mean, CMG, all of them in the store, everybody, you know, on Good Choice outside of the store. It's going to be a time game.
With just under 2 minutes left on the clock, here goes CMG making a move, trying to pull some gunfire, getting grenades up and over.
Okay, so one is...
Trying to drive them back a little bit. Joe watching their flank. They make their way halfway up the stairs. End zone gets shot from behind.
Hugo taking some shots, had to run, retreat.
Revive there. Oh, Joe goes down. Lions goes down. It for them.
One more.
And good choice. Coming out victorious, tying it up. Did me or did this feel like a finals match? Like,
man, it really did. It really did. I almost wish we could play one more. Look, Hugo, man, if anybody got to see this last little play here, but it was Hugo making his way around those stairs. He took out two players right there. They never saw him coming. They were making their way up to breach. Hugo really making some good moves on that one.
Funny, Titch. I meant finals, as in the finals, not the final, plural. Finals match.
On that last match, you had Hugo with 2 kills being the all-star player on that last match. You had Savage with 2 revives, Gonzalez herself with 1 kill, 1 revive, and Rudy Boy with 1 kill. So really good coverage on that squad, man. Everybody got a little piece of action on that.
Yep.
On my boy's side, CMG, Lions, he got the 1 kill. He got 1 revive. Joe Magic getting 1 revive, and that's about it on that.
You know, that spot, though, that if you're going to play Gauntlet, that's the spawn you want on defense, flat out.
Yeah, I agree. I'd still say the only part about this I'm upset about, I'm going to say is Black Site. I think both you and I had predicted that if we go to Black Site with these 2 squads, we're going to see a tie. And that's exactly what we got tonight. Whoever got that last map selection, I didn't actually get the comms of it. But if it was CMG, I'm going to say it was a mistake. I think that there's other matches that they were stronger at tonight where they could have. I mean, you got to go for the double win. So you go for your strongest position. Black Site, there's no way in shit that's their strongest position. You're not going to convince me of any squad saying that Black Site is their strong position, where you're going to win both. And if it was on Good Choice, I'm going to say the same thing. It was a bad choice to choose Black Site. By far, they started off the strongest.
Hypocrites.
And I would say they were super strong in district, unbelievably strong in district. I would actually take notes if you watched both of these squads where they were really good. But for sure, district being dominant for Good Choice, that would have been the one I would have gone with, play it again, and just show them some deja vu. But that's not what happened. We got Black Site. They felt comfortable. They thought they were going to do it. They tied it. They got to be proud of themselves. No matter what, they got to be proud of themselves.
No, I'm proud of both teams. Absolutely epic fight tonight. Thank you so much for the bits from Maverick, Momo. Always appreciate it. Thank you so much for the, what do we call them now? Donations. But thank you for all the support, guys, tonight. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for subscriptions. Thank you for just being here. Thank you for being you. Without you guys, we wouldn't be doing this. So really appreciate you tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the match just as much as we did. We have a little bit of a fun fight here tonight.
Hey, they're going at it really good too. This is actually a really good fun match. Yeah, it's fucking I have no idea what that exchange was all about. Like they were dancing, and then he's like, "Now I'll kill you." Yeah, funnest game of tag I've seen in a while.
Lionsy there at the end,
just running.
He wasn't going to go down without a fight, so he planted the C4 and blew them both up. Himself and the enemy.
I've got 30 seconds remaining. Ruthless. The hack was successful.
Great games tonight.
Really good games. I would tell everyone, just keep your eyes on Discord. Make sure you're paying attention close. Chuckamus Prime is watching over stuff like this, and he's been updating us on the points and the standings. He's been doing an awesome job so far this season, keeping us up to date with all the squads. I mean, literally very detailed, very, very detailed. So much appreciation and love to Chuckamus Prime. Thank everyone for being here tonight. I really, really appreciate Joe Magic pulling through with the stream. Hugo out of nowhere pulling out the stream. Huge thanks to both squads and everybody who showed up. We had a great show tonight. A lot of people showed up. A lot of great comments, good points of view. Man, I'm so proud of CMG to get the underdog. I mean, everybody's kind of underscoring them, in my opinion, but I just really felt like this was going to be a really good match, and they really they didn't disappoint.
Yeah, Good Choice still reigning supreme in that #1 spot. 6 points added to their already 70. So regardless if they have a bye week or not, they're still far ahead of the competition.
Yeah.
Chronic Massacre is getting a good tie this evening. Definitely going to bump them up in ranking, of course, but they still got a long way to go if they want to catch up to Good Choice in terms of points. But as long as they can solidify their position for postseason matches, they're on their way to that as we speak. But I got nothing else to say other than like everything that you said. I'm just going to echo that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already followed, please consider following. If you have Twitch Prime and you haven't used that subscription yet, please consider doing so here and enjoy some more Firewall League matches as they come on. But, Rad, you got anything left to say before we tune out?
I actually do. I'm going to say about CMG that the reason why we should pay attention to these scorecards and what Chuck is posting in Discord is because Chronic Master Gators, Good Choice has not had a week off. So that is going to happen. And we also know that Master Gators has a game that they have to catch up on with Stepdaddies. So that's going to be some points there that's going to add up for CMG no matter what up against Good Choice in the standings, overall standings. Mm-hmm. So definitely tonight what they did affected the overall score. So CMG, damn good job on them again. If you guys also, if you get a chance, go to ahccommentary.com. You get lots of good merch. We talked about Ray's energy drink. If you missed any part of this, you can always go back to YouTube or Twitch and watch us there. Don't forget about, you've got Titch Talk coming up on Monday. That's at 9 p.m. with Razzle, Dazzle, and Pazzle. We're going to find out. That's going to be really good. Stay tuned for the next Tech Talk. Not scheduled yet, but we got some good shit to talk about. I know that.
Absolutely.
And I think that's it for me, Wolf. I think we can finally call it a night.
Awesome. One more thing, there is going to be a Rocket League match in the near future, so be sure to check that out as well. We have quite a few communities coming in now. If you were hesitant about checking out Rocket League, now's the time to dive right in and check out these matches. They've been really intense, really fun, and they're significantly shorter than some of these Firewall matches. So that's on the horizon as well. But thank you again so much for tuning in. This has been Amateur Hour Commentary, bringing you the North American Firewall League Week 8 match between Good Choice and Chronic Master Gators. And we'll see you later. Peace.